As a buyer today, you have some tough decisions to make. You are literally faced with a non-stop shifting market, unpredictable interest rates, and home prices that seem to be falling every month. And on top of that, you listen to daily news that really just add more fear to the current market. And as the consumer confidence slowly goes down, most are now forced to wait and see what will happen. Because will prices fall even more, and will I finally be able to afford my dream home, is what everyone is asking. Let's talk about it. Welcome back to the channel. My name is Andrei with the Medow Group, and we service Ottawa and surrounding areas, all things real estate. If you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing and hitting that bell notification for upcoming content. And if after this video you might have some questions or you would like to chat a bit more about the changing market, there's a link in the description below. Before we get into the much anticipated numbers for October that the Ottawa Real Estate Board just released, we need to understand how we got here and really what we should be looking out for. I know that everyone wants to time the market and they think that they have a crystal ball, but you need to be very careful in terms of what that's actually costing you. Yes, interest rates keep rising, double, triple, might even go up some more. But you need to be strategic about this. Home prices have fallen, but because the interest rates are up, the monthly carrying cost is now more than when homes were at their peak. The flip side is that your down payment might be less, but long term, you're paying more money to the bank. Don't forget that on any 5-year term right now, majority of the payment is going to the bank, not the principal, which is what pays down the home, which is what you want. And the consumers are casually stretching their mortgage to 25, 30, 35 years. So be careful, speak to your broker and ask to see how much of your monthly payment is going towards interest and principal. Here we have the month-over-month comparison for Ottawa, and we're gonna concentrate on a couple of different asset classes. So here to your left, we have detached homes, semi-detached, townhomes, condos. DOM is days on market, so how long does it take on average for a home to sell? MOIs, months of inventory, very important, we'll get into that. And number of sales is how many transactions have happened for the month, which will show what the buyers are doing. Let's start with detached homes. We're going to concentrate on September and October as those are the two most recent months, and it will give us a clear understanding of what's happening in terms of prices. So back in September, the average trading price for a detached home was $749, and it actually fell down to $717 in just 1 month. Semi-detached homes were trading at $658,000, and they went up a little bit to $672,000. So an interesting asset class that we should keep an eye on for the next couple of months. Townhomes, which I talk about all the time, which is your most popular type of asset class. Lots of families trying to get into it as a starter home. In September, they were trading at $605, and now it's at $580. Interestingly enough, if you go back to June, the average trading price was $646, and it's kind of dipped all the way down. So now we are below $600,000 for townhomes. Condos, back in September, were trading at $450. And now they're at $445, so they dropped down a little bit, but still kind of hovering around that same average price. Again, another interesting asset class to keep an eye on, because back in June it was at $438, went down to $419, then jumped back up a little bit, and then had a crazy increase up to $450, and now it just fell down a little bit. DOM is days on market, and that is how long it takes on average for a home to sell in Ottawa. Back in June, we're at 15 days on market, and every month since then we have gone up. We are now sitting at 29 days on average. And for sellers, that is an important number for them as they need to be very patient and understand this is how long on average, plus or minus, it will take for their home to sell. And of course, in today's market, it's all about marketing their home as they have a lot of competition and active similar listings in their neighborhood. And for buyers, this means that they have more time to be in the market, study the properties that are there, compare them. They are not in a rush, they're not pressured. Back in our peak market is around 7-8 days. You can imagine how fast everything was happening. MOI, months of inventory, something that is very important to understand, and that is our level of supply, and it determines the kind of market we're in. So September, October, 3 months of inventory. This confirms that we're still in a seller's market. A seller's market is anywhere from 0 to 4 months of inventory. A balanced market is 4 to 6 months of inventory, and a buyer's market is 6+ months of inventory. How do we get this number? We look at the month. So for in this case, it's October. We take the past sold properties divided by the active listings, and we're going to get this number right here. And this will determine exactly what's happening with supply. So if no other home came onto the market today, in exactly 3 months, there would be no more homes left. Number of sales, which I started doing recently to keep an eye on, is very important as well too, because back in June, we had 1,500 sales, or the number of transactions with buyers. And you can see that fast forward to October, it's a little bit of a different story. We have much less sales, physical sales happening, or transactions. And this confirms that the buyers are a little bit hesitant. They're playing that wait and see game. They're not as confident to get into the market. So we need to keep an eye out on months of inventory and the number of sales. So if you're in the market today, lock in your rate. That will give you some time to shop around, because we finally have more options for buyers. Sellers are motivated, and homes that are on the market for a while, that could be an opportunity to negotiate. Days in market are almost at 30 days, and that will take a lot of pressure off for the time being. If you're not ready, you might be considering the rental market in hopes that home prices will fall even more. But the rental market has an inventory shortage, and prices have skyrocketed as well. I'll link a video above to that topic. This is our year-over-year comparison. So we're looking at the average price of asset classes today. So October 2022 versus October 2021. So exactly 1 year ago. Now, yes, the market was different. The interests were different as well too. But this goes back to keep an eye on the appreciation of a home. So how much value has your price increased or decreased? So for detached homes, they have dropped 6% since last year. Semi-detached, just a little bit, 0.6%. Townhomes fell minus 4.6%, and condos are actually up plus 9.3%. And this is an asset class that I'm keeping a very close eye on, because a lot of the future development in Ottawa right now are going to be condos, and they're trying to solve the inventory issues, as you can really put more people into one lot, as opposed to some of the sleeper neighborhoods where the houses are a little bit more stretched out on land. So, and of course, don't forget too that condos, on average price around $450,000 as of October is what the average income producer can afford, right? So this is typically your 1-bedroom condo, and a good place to start in real estate. What do you think? Will home prices continue to drop for the next 2 months? Is the time now to get into the market, or will we see more buyers wait and see if Bank of Canada raises rates again? Thanks for watching. Catch you in the next one.